Into finance and business, probably you would have heard about Warren Buffett, the most successful and respected financial investors of all time. The tips and strategies of Warren Buffett can be replicated by anyone to achieve financial success and wealth in their life. In today's video, we're going to look at the tips and strategies which Warren Buffett followed for achieving his financial success, which you can follow and achieve success in your own financial lives. The tip number one is to develop healthy money habits. Avoid overspending. Spending more money than you afford or spending money on unnecessary items can lead to financial strain and debt. Warren Buffett always says if you buy things you don't need, soon you will have to sell things you need. Warren Buffett still lives in the same house he bought in 1958 in Omaha, Nebraska. Buffett's days start with a cheap meal at McDonald's. Buffett used a Nokia flip phone long after smartphones existed. Buffett doesn't splurge on designer suits like other millionaires. He worked at the same office building for more than 50 years, where he ran his company Berkshire Hathaway. Buffett insists that instead of splurging money, you should focus on saving. Failing to save money for future can leave you vulnerable to financial shocks and limit your ability to make important purchases like buying a home or paying for your child's education. Start investing. Not taking advantage of opportunities to invest your money can prevent you from growing your wealth and achieving financial security. Buffett believes it's critical to start investing at the youngest age possible to harness the power of compounding. Buffett is strongly against the practice of stock picking. He recommends investing in an S&P 500 index so that you can have the benefit of the entire stock market than worrying about a single stock performance. Pay bills on time. Incurring late fees and damaging your credit score by not paying bills on time can have a long-term negative consequences on your financial well-being. Have a plan. Failing to set financial goals and plan to achieve them can make it difficult to make progress towards your financial objectives. The tip number 2 is to have a budget. A budget is a financial plan that outlines your income and expenses. It helps you track your spending, set financial goals, and make informed decisions about allocating your money. By tracking your income and expenses, you can see where your money is going and identify areas where you may be able to cut back. By setting specific financial goals and allocating your money towards these goals, you can progress towards things like saving for a down payment on a home or paying off your debt. By setting limits on your spending and sticking to your budget, you can avoid overspending and the financial problem that can come with it. By regularly reviewing your budget and adjusting it as needed, you can ensure that you are on the track to meet your financial goals. Tip number 3 is to stop comparing yourself to others. Comparing yourself to others and trying to match their lifestyle can lead to financial strain, as you may feel the pressure to constantly buy the latest products or afford expensive experiences to keep up with your peers. Instead, by setting your financial goals and focusing on what's important to you, you can progress towards what matters most. By not trying to keep up with others, you can focus on living within your means and avoid financial strain. By following your financial plan and not trying to compete with others, you can build a strong financial foundation that would set you up for success in the long run. Tip number 4 is to build an emergency fund. An emergency fund is a savings account set aside specifically for unexpected expenses. It's an important part of any financial plan, as it can provide a financial cushion in an emergency such as a job loss or an unexpected medical bill. Determine how much money you want in your emergency fund and plan to save towards that goal. If you're starting to build an emergency fund, don't try to save too much too soon. Start small and gradually increase your savings over time. Consider setting up automatic transfers from your checking account to your emergency fund to make savings easier and more consistent. Try to reduce unnecessary expenses and redirect the money towards your emergency fund. Building an emergency fund takes time, but it's worth it for the peace of mind and the financial security it can provide. The tip number 5 is to track your spending habits. Tracking your spending refers to keeping track of money you spend regularly. This can help you understand where your money is going and identify areas where you may be able to cut back or save. By understanding your spending habits, you may be able to negotiate better rates on things like your bills or insurance, which can save you money in the long run. The tip number 6 is to avoid impulsive purchases. Impulsive purchases refer to buying something on a whim without fully considering the decision or its potential consequences. They can often lead to financial strain and regret later. If you are considering making an impulsive purchase, take a moment to step back and consider whether it's a wise financial decision. If you are still unsure about a purchase, give yourself time to think over it. You may find that you no longer want the item after a good night's sleep. Before you go shopping, make a list of items you need and stick to them. This can help you avoid impulsive purchases. Avoid shopping when you are feeling emotional. Emotions can cloud your judgment and make you more prone to making impulsive purchases. Tip number 7 is to diversify your investments. Diversification refers to the practice of spreading your investment across various of asset classes to spread risk and potentially maximize returns. By diversifying your investment, you can help to reduce the impact of potential losses in one area of your overall portfolio. Investing in various asset classes can take advantage of growth opportunities in different sectors, potentially leading to higher returns. Diversification can potentially reduce the impact of market fluctuations on your portfolio, helping to smooth out returns over the long term. Tip number 8 is to have a financial plan. A financial plan is a roadmap that outlines your financial goals and the steps you will take to achieve them. A financial plan can help you to prioritize your financial goals and allocate your resources accordingly. A financial plan can help you make informed financial decisions that align with your goals. Having a clear financial plan and regularly reviewing your progress can motivate you to work towards your financial goals. Having a clear plan and taking consistent action towards your goal can help you achieve them faster. Tip number 9 is to avoid paying too much in taxes. You can keep more of your hard-earned money and use it to achieve your financial goals by minimizing your tax burden. Your contributions to certain retirement accounts like 401ks or IRA may be tax deductible and can help to reduce your taxable income substantially. There are various tax credits and deductions available that can help to reduce your tax burden. These may include credits for things like educational expenses or charitable donations and various other deductions. Some investment strategies like investing in tax advantage accounts like a Roth IRA can help reduce your future tax burden. If you have a large portion of your income withheld for taxes, you may be able to adjust your withholding to reduce your tax burden. A financial planner or a tax professional can help you identify strategies specific for yourself for minimizing your taxes and your financial well-being. And finally, the last tip, the tip number 10 is to live below your means. Look for areas where you can cut back on expenses such as dining out or entertainment. If you are consistently spending more money than you can afford, consider increasing your income such as taking a part-time job, negotiating for a raise at your current job, or starting an online business, which is pretty much easy these days. Credit cards can be a convenient way to pay for expenses, but they can also lead to overspending and debt. Try to use credit or debit for purchases whenever possible, and avoid credit cards with high APRs. As we have seen in this video, focus on implementing Buffett's principle and you too can become wealthy or increase your net worth substantially by following all these principles. Subscribe to the channel so that you don't miss any of our future videos on personal finance and you get notified.